Hello everyone, it's Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I'm here today with a DIY video for making some Project Life cards, some Christmas Project Life cards for my sister's Advent calendar that we're doing. So you can see here I'm just making, how many cards is that? 8. And so I've got lots of Christmas supplies left over from quite a few years. I do have a December daily kit from Kitaholic Kits, but this is actually just using up some of my stash. So I cut some paper down to 3x4 size, and I know my sister is using an album, a Kaiser Craft album, and it has the 3x4s, I'm pretty sure all vertical. So I've left all of these cards vertical. So I've just gone through my kind of stash of goodies and picked out a few things that I think I want to include, and then I'm just kind of, working on different cards at different times. So at this point I'm working on the card sort of down there in the bottom left, and the card is actually a Christmas card that I cut down. I really liked the gold foil saying. I think it says rumpa pum pum. And so, yeah, I really liked the saying, and I thought, oh, I think it'll make a great Project Life card. So I cut it up. And that's what I'm using. And so I've left the corners for her square because I don't know if she likes them rounded or not, so I've left them square so that she can have the choice. So I've made that card and I've put some enamel dots on it, and that one is done. So now I'm going to work on this card here, I think. So I've actually a piece of gold paper, and there is then some vellum over the top because the gold is quite in your face. And then I grabbed a little stocking piece of ephemera, and now I'm sort of going through the little die cuts that I have there that are sayings and words. So just figuring out which one of those I want to include. So in this particular Project Life card, I did staple the vellum to the gold, and then I stuck down the stocking over top of the staples. But I wouldn't do that next time. Next time I'd put some tape or something underneath whatever ephemera I'm going to put on it, because the staples are just a bit bulky. If I was going to pop up the stocking, it would have been fine, but I didn't. So I'm just choosing my little phrase I want, and then I thought I'd add a bit of washi, so I'm just getting that organised. So this washi says, I think, Merry Christmas, Peace, Love, Hope, maybe. So I was just choosing the Merry Christmas part of the washi and sticking that down, and then I've popped up the little phrase that I've got there and added to the top, and that's that card done. So now I'm working on this card, which is Music Note. I'm pretty sure. It's very hard to see when you're editing. Does anyone use Windows Movie Maker? It's hard to see. So yeah, I'm just putting some, what do you call these, Christmas ornaments onto this one, leaving it pretty simple. So I've stuck those 3 Christmas ornaments up in the right hand corner, just figuring out if I want something in the bottom left corner. So I've got a whole heap of stickers from random sticker sheets and other little stickers. These ones I picked up from a $2 shop in Melbourne. So then I decided I would add some Christmas themed enamel dots and leave it at that, I'm pretty sure. And that's that one done. So this card here is actually also was a Christmas card that I got last year, and you can see there in the top left there's a bit of writing that's left over from the Christmas card. So I'm just working out how I'm going to cover that, and I do decide to stick one of these little circle ephemera pieces on it with the silver foil. So I stick both of those on just to sort of balance out the card a bit. Then I think, do I want to stick that piece down there? I don't think I do. So, and then I think I put a word, a phrase on there. So I'm adding some washi to the bottom just to sort of anchor the phrase that I'm going to use, and then I trim it a bit because these have come from the back of a Kaiser Craft 6x6 paper pad. They have some kind of pop out little ephemera pieces, die cut pieces, but they've got the perforated edge around them, so they're not nice and crisp, so I tend to just trim them down a bit. So then I'm working on this card. I think that little ephemera piece says hot cocoa, something like that. So in Australia it's not winter for Christmas, it's summer, so I do get a bit annoyed with all of the winter themed Christmas things that come out, but you know, you have to work with what you've got. So just sticking some washi tape down onto that and then popping up the little word piece there, and I think that's done. This one I know I ummed and ahed a bit for a while trying to figure out what I wanted to put on it, but I really liked the paper. I just really liked the Christmas tree pattern, and then I picked this little banner which I think says Feliz Navidad maybe, and so I'm just putting a bit of washi on the bottom to sort of again anchor that. I think that washi might say Merry Christmas maybe. Yeah, and just putting that on, a couple of enamel dots, and then that one is also finished. I tried to not make these too complicated because, you know, I want Jess to be able to use them in her December daily album, and so I just wanted to make them, you know, basic but effective. So again, this is another piece of vellum with snowflakes on it that I'm sticking over top of that blue Christmas pattern paper, and then I decided I want to include this little ephemera piece, but I want to put some like twine behind it just for a bit of a effect. So just sticking that down. I just used double-sided tape, probably a waste of double-sided tape given that I don't peel off the double-sided tape, but anyway, that's what I did. And so now I'm sticking some dimensionals on there to pop that up. And then the last card, this was a gold foiled card, which again was a Christmas card that I cut apart. And I'm just umming and ahhing a little bit about what to include on here because the card is pretty full on. So I just wanted to leave it pretty basic. So I stick a few of these little elves on there, and then put this little ephemera piece in the middle or sort of up towards the top and anchor it with a bit of washi, and I think that we're done for that card. I don't think we do much more than that. Just pop up the ephemera piece though to make it stand out a bit. So that is the end, and now I'm going to show you some close-ups of the cards. So you can see this one, as I was saying before, Merry Christmas, a little ephemera piece with the gold foil card and the two little elves. This one which says Ho Ho Ho, I quite like that one. And this one with the trees, Feliz Navidad, and then the Merry Christmas washi. That's the hot cocoa card with the music notes behind it saying Be Merry. And this is the Christmas card that I cut up, which just added the ho 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 in the two little round circle ephemera pieces. This is again some music note paper with some Christmas ornaments, and this one too with the vellum and the gold. So this is the last one to show you the Christmas card that I cut up. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one tomorrow. Bye!